we are off on the first race and we're running it back to Mushroom Gorge. I think this was the very first map that we played on last week, actually.
So, man, I believe so. We have to go back to the Gorge. And Lev was trying to play this earlier, but then some of the test tracks earlier.
Yeah, I mean, Mushroom Gorge actually is one of those controversial tracks. It is a track that is very mushroom dependent, right? You're gonna see at the end of this track that a mushroom can bring you all the way across this giant gap cut, as we're gonna be going over to Deja in 9th place. Unfortunately, could not grab the mushroom there, but doesn't fall off the mushrooms, gonna be able to go around the chaos, avoid those Goombas, and work their way up going into the second lap.
Hey, it is still very early on. Always time to catch back up. You can see Cass right now on this Toadette Bitty Buggy with the red rollers. With the Trip Shrooms right now, trying to fly past everyone.
Has it
up, gets another item, and it's going to be helping her out in the long run.
Has a golden mushroom, which honestly, golden mushroom, in my opinion, is a rough item. I do not enjoy having it. You can actually learn where to time those, where you can use it and time it to go into the next item box just to get rid of it as fast as possible. But yeah, and we're seeing Zol with it as well. Just golden mushrooms for you.
Oh, Zol the Ghoul just narrowly avoided this back green. We are in the final lap. You can probably see that's, I'm going to say that's, a shot happened. Just an unfortunate timing, as Zul did have a star, but he didn't use it.
Yeah, those are always like it is one of my bottom of the barrel situations when you grab a star and couldn't use it in time to dodge the shock. But right now we're seeing Mr. Scooty back on the racetrack. Bear unfortunately could not grab the triple mushrooms or mushrooms at all. Gonna get the triples ghosted away, but we'll be grabbing 5th place on this first race.
Not bad at all. As Lev gets first place right now. Good job on Lev, as well as whoever's in pod 4, which is Zavgo in second.
Yeah, I mean, Lev starting off with a strong first place. That's a very good situation, especially going against the likes of Bear, funny name, and otherwise. Bear, if you didn't know, is actually the creator of Saturday Night Speedway. He's got this. He was the one to bring this entire tournament together, and is actually what I like to call the clip king, as he's gotten millions upon millions of views on Twitter, gotten featured on ESPN for his Mario Kart clips that he's done here. So he's definitely one to look out for in this competition. He's been on and off going to this tournament recently, as his life's just gotten a lot busier, but great to see him back, and hopefully he can bring this one back as well.
Absolutely, and we are getting ready for the second course to be selected through the randomizer. Where are we going to end up going?
Shroom Ridge, please.
To be TikTok Clock.
All right, TikTok, another track that I think it's fun, but it's very straightforward. You don't have any insane shortcuts other than on the first lap. You can go through the middle of the clock section. I'll point it out once we get into the race. Only on lap 1. So other than that, it's really just you got to drive, go straight, and hope for the best.
Absolutely, and it's not easy too. Like, everyone's trying to go on to that, but you know, there's a lot of people who do fall off this little handle over here. As you can see, funny name in 4th place as the Donkey Kong player. Very interesting. I don't see him on this often.
I don't see him ever on Donkey Kong, so I like it. That's my character of choice. I just love to see him dab time and time again. He's going to be able to grab that double item box, checking that back camera like we referenced before. Going to get up to 6 coins. Bear right behind him. He's going to have a mushroom in hand. Now you got the stats in the top right corner if you want to check out how your favorite player is doing.
So Zul got 3rd in that last race. Good job on Zul right now. Bear just saw someone get demolished right now. He's in 2nd place, trying to fight off this Waluigi. And Mr. Scooty, not that far off, in 7th, climbing up to 6.
Mr. Scooty, you know, hasn't been on the track in a while, so maybe that rust is showing a little bit. He was actually doing extremely well. He was barely scraping it out into getting into grand finals. So honestly, he was learning. He was getting better. He's actually Batter Cookie's dad, so he has a good trainer on his side. So let's see if it's going to be able to do anything here.
Absolutely, and right now you see Zul over here in 5th place, trying to climb up these ranks, trying to do his absolute best to beat out the rest of the competition. We are at the end of the 2nd lap, going into lap 3 very soon. Watch out for this blue shell. Who's going to hit? It's either this Donkey Kong or it's going to be Lev. And Lev's going to eat this blue.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. You know what? Blue Shell is just one of those things that you don't really have an answer for. But, I mean, Funny Name right now in first place. He's going to be trailed right behind Bear. He's going to toss back both bananas on that double. But guess what? He's got a little bit of a solution for that first place. I mean, let's see if he's going to be able to pull this one out.
This right into the other set of double item boxes. Assuming no shock happens. I'm waiting to cast a curse that, to be honest with you.
Ooh, let's see if he's going to grab another red. Funny Name. He is going to get hit. Oh, it goes around him. It dodges him. No way.
The red skipped Funny Name. Even though it literally was ready to hit him, Lev got hit down to 5th place.
That is, you know what? Ever since this new DLC, I've said it time and time again, red shells have acted a little bit wonky, just going around people for no particular reason. There's probably a reason why they're going around said first place player, but still really unfortunate. You saw Bear, he's like, I did everything right.
And like, as far as I'm aware, he had nothing to defend him, so how do you avoid it?
Yeah, it is just one of those unfortunate things, but still, grabbing second place is nothing to scoff at. If you're getting top 6 consistently, I mean, even then, you should be able to move on to semifinals. So the biggest thing, you know what, just trying to get the highest point total possible after these 4 races. But we're getting into race 3. Where do you want to go?
Ooh, that's a tough one. You know what? I haven't seen this track in a minute. It's been a while, but I do want to see, not Mount Memorial. It's in the same track, same cup. What is it?
I don't know. I can't read your mind.
There's like 4 tracks in there. Remind me of all the tracks really quick. As we go to New York Minute.
You think I memorize it by cup, Funny? Come on. No, I just see it.
We have Mount Wario. We have Dolphin Shoals. We have Electrodrome. What's the other one? Sky Garden.
Oh, Sky.
No, not Sky Garden. Not Sky Garden. That's DLC. Cloud Top Cruise.
What?
Cloud Top Cruise. That's what I wanted.
Well, I'm happy to get New York Minute. So this is actually part of the most recent DLC tracks that came out. This is a track from Tour. Deja, unfortunately, using the A button a little bit too soon. You want to do it right when the 2 disappears, and you'll be able to grab a super boost at the beginning of your race. But sometimes, even myself, I mess it up very, very consistently. It's just one of those things. It happens, but guess what? It's only the first lap. You have so much time. Get those 10 coins. You'll be good to go.
Oh, Deja had a mushroom, but she did not take the little cut. I don't know if they knew that.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of secret paths on New York Minute, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is actually one of the more difficult tracks in the DLC just because there's a lot that you can do to save yourself some time.
I just know with the new DLC tracks, especially the tour tracks, there seems to be a lot more like path options available for what we saw with some of the mini-maps that we've seen from those newer tracks. Like, there seems to be multiple alternative routes.
And I love that. That's one of my favorite things. I feel like there should be more routes. Like here, you can go right, which is actually faster, or you can go left for the double item box. I love having that option on whether or not you want to take the slower route or for an advantage of getting more items, or do you want to just take a faster route and take your chances?
Oh, absolutely. You see Zabka over here. There's lap 3. I'm so glad. I thought for some reason he was going to use the sound horn and get rid of the blue. Thankfully, he didn't.
That was close. That was a split-second decision that could have ended way worse. But that blue shell is going to trim off 3 seconds off of Funny Name's lap time. He's going to hold on to that banana. And guess what? The person behind him, which is Bear, will be unfortunately having to secure second place because he's got nothing to secure this finish.
Unless Zabko can make a snipe here, which it looks like he doesn't. Funny Name gets first, Bear gets second, and I believe Zabko getting third.
Yeah, I mean, still, respectable finishes. You can't really complain about a top 3 finish, being on the podium, and getting those points to move yourself forward. Because with only 35 competitors tonight, the point total to get into semifinals is going to come down significantly more than when we do have those 50 competitor nights.
Absolutely, and we do have the racers on deck, so let's go ahead and throw up the racers on deck. We got Batter Cookie, Kanzai, Jadex, Aeropostal, Knight, Blackout, Softy Gunner, Free Smoke, The Sluggernaut, Septendo, Britches, I'm assuming, and Brandino. Please head on up to the high tone so we can get started in qualifier number 2.
All right, I tried to make it work. I was trying to put them in between us, Vonnie. Try to put a wall in between us.
Not unless we rest on their shoulders.
But, I I mean, really consistent racing so far. Bear being able to bring it back, grabbing 2 second places. Not a bad showing so far, and we're going to be going to Big Blue, our last grand final race from last week.
I wonder if that's a hint that we need to do F-Zero.
Maybe,
Please.
maybe. Every single week, please Nintendo, F-Zero. Don't forget about it. It's such a good title.
Like, they know that people have been wanting this for years, just like they know that people want Mother 3 to come to America.
Yeah, they know it, but it's just a matter of time before they actually do something about it. They talked about it, they're like, we just don't have the resources to bring all of these titles back. Bear, unfortunately, gets a bad draft there, which is going to launch him off the stage. Which for Big Blue, if you fall off in the beginning, it really isn't that detrimental because the RG goes crazy. Mr. Scooty, though.
Why are we hating on Mr. Scooty? He just fell off the track, got back on, and then you hit him right after. What did he do to you?
That is the life of Mario Kart, Bonnie. That's what you just have to expect. I fell off. Gotta expect more cash. Beautiful move there to get around the banana trail and
better lines. Yeah,
better lines and smaller character being able to squeeze themselves through those more dangerous situations.
See Lev right now. We haven't seen much of Lev after like one of the earlier races right now. In first place, followed by Zul the Ghoul in second. Oh, he just fell off the water. Use the water to keep up on speed. It does push you forward a little bit.
It's actually not even a little bit. It's a lot of it, as a blue shell is going to come out. Gonna go towards Lev here. He has a little bit of distance, so he he's
no, that's probably intentional.
Yes, beautiful move there by Lev to use that red shell to dodge the blue shell, and now he's gonna try and spam more items, but unfortunately the spam of reds is going to come out. Shock is also going to level out the playing field.
And there's a bullet bill coming in. That's probably funny if I had to take a guess.
Pod 1, there he is, the one, the only, the funny man himself. He's going to take that beautiful no item shortcut. He's going to have a red trailing, but guess what? You can't stop a blue shell with the red. Does he have the time? He does! Right at the end of the finish line, he's going to grab first place.
Oh man, good job on Funny Name once again. Bear getting second and Zul in third.
Yeah, look at that. Consistent top 3 finishes from those players who come here consistently. Bear showing up, saying he can compete with the big dogs, but Funny Name just being able to be in the right spot at the right time and grabbing that bullet bill. Insanely huge situations.
He just knows how to play the game well, especially when it comes to that glider section. Because it pushes first place so far out from everyone else, when they get into the item box and go through the glider, of course they're going to have the more powerful items because the game thinks they're too far apart and want them to catch back up.
Yeah, exactly. Like we saw with Cash, she had a piranha plant and a golden mushroom in third place. It's just how the game works, these cannon sections.
We have the highlights, by the way.
Let's do it. Let's get into the highlights.
So here you can see that Zul is trying his best to climb back up the ranks in Mario Kart. And then you see Zul once again just narrowly dodging the blue shell with his triple greens. Funny Name's getting the red, skip past him on TikTok clock, doing a little bit of showboating.
Ooh, beautiful moves here. Unfortunately for Mr. Scooty, going to get air horn and then Bear with that misdrift. Little bit of a misplay there. Didn't hurt him too much as he got second place off of that one. And then the buzzer beater finish off that blue shell.